I like what I'm seeing. I'm seeing some really positive signs. Last week, when we analyzed Quant, we were suggesting that this reclaim is very bullish, at least in the short term. It then needs to reclaim this wick. We can see that we had a little fake out over here, but when we broke back within these two yellow lines into this range over here between 84 and 86, we can see that we failed to go ahead and lose this. So you had the opportunity with this fake out over here, so suggesting that this bullish move above was fake. So let's now continue to the downside. But the bears weren't strong enough to push price below this wick at $84.54. And if you know, for a good few weeks now, we've been saying this needs to be reclaimed. We can see $86.64 has been reclaimed. And going back to this area over here now, where we dumped below, this actually had validated some targets. This would have been some set of targets between $82 and $83 over here. But when you reclaim it, you're reclaiming this 1 fib level over here. Let me just show you briefly. And you can see you're then invalidating this target over here, at least in the short term. The next step for Quant, which we'll get into in a second, but please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share. It really helps grow the channel. We're on the road to 7K. Let's get there as quick as possible. So yeah, if you can show engagement, YouTube likes that, and it'll push these videos out to more like-minded people like yourselves. So what Quant now needs to reclaim, and just briefly, we need to go over to my Bitcoin update from last week, where we were saying right now it's very important and this is the last chance for the bulls to step in. I even showed you a Twitter post that I made suggesting that as well. And we were in this perfect area on this previous resistance, which was a multi-month resistance from July, I think it was. And we had now at the beginning of October broken out midway through, retesting it as support, and you can see last chance for the Bitcoin bulls to step in over here. And as we can see, going over to today's update, which again guys, I urge you all to follow along with the Bitcoin updates absolutely every day, because if you know what's going on with Bitcoin, then it's very easy to tell what's going on with the alts, even if the altcoin chart could be a little confusing like what we're seeing right now here on Quant. Maybe some of you are not really too keen on what's going on, but Bitcoin will paint a clearer image, and if we know the criteria that Bitcoin needs to fulfill, then it's going to bring us a lot more ease when we're analyzing altcoins. So going to today's Bitcoin update, we got over 128 views, so thank you very much for that. Let's get that up. Let's try and get these Bitcoin updates to 200. There's more than enough you watching the Quant to go over there and make you aware of what Bitcoin and then the rest of the alts are going to do. So then you compare that analysis onto other alts. Maybe I don't actually make videos on your other alts. That is why you need to watch the Bitcoin updates. And we can see, if we're comparing and contrasting, Bitcoin did actually pump up in the end from that exact level, which we said on the channel last week it had to pump, because it was also the golden pocket over here. So it's also a point of reversal anyway. And then we can see we got this nice rally. And then I've placed a new set of fibs from the top to the bottom over here, and it's showing us this new golden pocket where we're currently rejecting at the moment. So I'd need Bitcoin to push through this area. Maybe it comes down to hold these EMAs first on the 4-hour time frame, but all we're simply waiting for is a push through this yellow line. So can you see how it extends to this $28,100 area? That's the 786 fib. So we are, and you can see to the left over here, this is the resistance at the 786, so the gray line above the goldens. So this is the last point of retracement, and then if we break through that, it's the reversal wave, and we're looking at 29 and 30k. So if Bitcoin breaks above 28,100, then we're going to 29, 30k. And now we pair that with Quant, and we can see that Quant over here, after dumping from this resistance, had lost this low and validated these targets over here. We can also see, as I've measured this fibs from the bottom to the top here, is basically suggesting that this being the 0.5 and this being the 786 is creating this area where we're meant to come down to as support and then reverse. If you lose the 786, there's a higher chance that the reverse wave is created, lose the 1 fib level, and then boom, all these targets will be met. You actually reclaimed the 786 but failed to get back above the 0.5 Fibonacci at $88.57. If you reclaimed that, it would have gone on a different path. It would have gone on an upward trajectory, but up here we created a double top formation, and with that it sent us to new lows. And so we're meant to continue to those targets unless we fail to use what this previous support was now as resistance. And you can see we broke down, but we didn't hit our head here and then drop. We didn't get wicks to the upside here. We see the wicks to the downside. we weren't getting that to the upside now. We want to see this support flipped into resistance, and we didn't get that. Essentially, what this suggests is that this move down here was a fake out, just like this move, as I said at the beginning, was a fake out to the upside. Again, we failed to lose this support, and with that, we've created this higher low, and all we now need to do is break this higher high, and we're going to get pump up back up into this double top formation where we see the 200 EMA. I think that this 200 EMA here on the 4-hour time frame is Bitcoin's 786 fib at $28,144. So if then price can now push through and flip $88, $89 into support, then this is where we're going to come back to that resistance, which, remember, previously up all the way over here, I was suggesting if we stay below $92.40, we're going to meet all those targets, and we met absolutely all of those targets. Look, we came back up into that $92.40 area right there, and we still dumped back down. So very nice that I was able to get those targets for you. Again, it came from something, oh no, it wasn't from there, it was from right over here, and we can see over here this, if I get this exactly for you guys, $92.40, because I'm measuring this pump up. It's telling you where to find support between the 786 and the 0.5 right there, $92.40, to go on a bullish path. So basically what should have happened is push, dump, continue. We're trying to get that continuation, and the only way is breaking above this point. So we know that $92.40 is a key significant level, and this could be Bitcoin at 29-30k, guys. So really and truly, we need to be careful. Although we're seeing those good things, as I said at the beginning of the video, that's for the immediate short term. That's for the traders out there. But there are a lot of things in the way that could stop this potential bullish path from actually continuing, which would be, going back to the Bitcoin video, the 29 to 30k area of resistance. 30k is a psychological level. I can't show you to the left. Can I? Let's see. Yeah, over here, look, 29 to 30k area. Look at that right there. So we can see it was resistance. It was once support, and then that gave in. Look, the 200 EMA as support, then you gave in, and then you used it as resistance. So I know that if we push through 28,144, we get that pump. So for Quant, that would be a push through this double top over here. Let's just say the 200 EMA, $89, flip that into support, and then we get that pump back up into $92.40. And then from there, we really do need to take it step by step, because you then assume, as we've seen to the left on 2 separate occasions, we've dumped to this area. So then we'd be expecting a dump from this point. I'll then need to find the top. I can only go off that when it has actually come in. So I need to see it start coming down when we do top out. But for now, we're going to pretend. So what I'm about to show you is up there. You know, there's arguments like you don't need to listen to it because it's not set in stone that we have the high. But let's just assume the high is at $92.40. This is why it's a bit hit and miss what I'm doing right now. But it's essentially showing you, look where the golden pocket is, right down here, $86. What is $86? That wick we've been talking about for weeks, guys. We're saying that needs to hold a support. So really and truly, we could actually get up to $92.40, come all the way back down to $86, and technically still be bullish, because again, we had this lower level of support, and if we're now confirming that as support, that's considered a higher low, and we still have chances of breaking up. Okay, this big dump would be Bitcoin rejecting 30,000 over here, big dump back down to these key areas. Again, this is where we need to get above to flip this bullish to pump to 30k. So if we get up to 29, 30k and get rejected, where we just flip bullish over here is what needs to hold a support, and that would be Quant in and around this area find support. And if Bitcoin wants to continue through 30,000, we need to come back down to here, then push through 30,000 to get up to here, and that would be Quant pushing up like this. Again, guys, this is not the path that I'm saying is going to happen. I'm showing you the bullish path. If for those bulls out there, I'm showing you the potential bullish path if you want this to be bullish. I'm showing you the ways to flip this bullish, but I'm not saying that it is. That's what I'm trying to get at. I'm just showing you for now, in the short term, break above this, and we will get, and flip into support, and we will get that pump back up into $92.40. That is resistance. We've seen dumps before. Then if this is the top, place the fibs. It's showing you where we should find support. If this is bullish, and then we'll push through, and that would be Bitcoin pushing through 30k. At the moment, Bitcoin is 30k area over here, 29, 30k is resistance, and we can see previously it's dumped from there. That would be, going back to Quant, this area getting dumps from there. So it's very important now that if we get rejected up there, that we find a support above this, not necessarily on it, but above this. It would be nice to get down all the way to there again. But again, guys, this is how you invalidate the bearish path. Technically speaking, as you're still below this, you're not invalidating that bearish path. So if we don't hold those key levels of support that I'm suggesting, this can all still happen. We could still have this nasty crash. So basically today and over the next week, we're going to be seeing upward trajectory inside of this range, and the range is $84.54 to $92.40. so basically all we're doing is doing this until a range break. But if it is the bullish path, if we were meant to break higher than $92.40 eventually, I'd like a rejection, fall back to the golden pocket and break through. And for Bitcoin over here, that would be a pump up to the targets up here at 29k, fall back to this golden pocket over here and then break through. That's for the bulls out there. But please do understand, while we do maintain below this, and the same for Quant, you're not invalidating this potential path to the downside. Really and truly, we need to break through $92.40, flip that into support, and then we can start to get a little more I was going to say a little more calm, but you can't really. We're just in a long-term downtrend. I've already said previously before that when we scale back to the daily time frame, if we ever came back higher than $92.40, especially when we were coming up over here, I was saying that yes, we could come up higher than that, but look where the resistance lies, at about $96. It's these body candle closes. So there's a lot of work to do, guys. We could do all this bullish momentum that I've just shown you and from here still come down, because that $94 to $100 box area of support that we've been holding for the whole year this year is now resistance. So for us to flip this truly bullish, we need to push through it like butter, flip it into support, go up to $115 or $125. There's a lot of work to do, guys. So right now, yes, we could be short-term excited, but for me, I'm not really that excited. Do you understand where I'm coming from? I'm going to update this for you guys constantly every single day. So don't you worry, I'll be here step by step. And if anything changes, I'll be the first to let you guys know in the following day or that same day. And yeah, if you do want me to teach you how to trade, message me. I've got multiple things in place. I can give you free mentorship as a group if you join my Discord community, which is £20 a month. You can get this at a £10 a month rate if you become a student of mine. And in fact, if you do become a student, whether that's through the course or the mentorship, you do get 3 months free in my Discord community. You're going to have that course for the rest of your life, and you can fall back onto that. It will teach you from zero knowledge into a self-sufficient trader. You can already be advanced. It teaches you how to master the Fibonacci's, just as I do every single day and show you guys on the channel. If you want me to teach you one-to-one, then I will include my course. I'll include 3 months free. After that 3 months is done, you get the £10 per month group chat instead of 20, and you also get 5 to 10 hours of my one-to-one help to make sure you become a self-sufficient trader. We won't move on from a topic until you fully get it and you have all the things you need to become a trader of my level and read the charts as I do daily. But again, you need to be putting in that hard work. You need to have that dedication, discipline and consistency to keep going at it and have that never give up attitude. I've got one slot at the moment at 25% discount. Message me on Twitter through the links in the description down below. Quickly, if we go over here, you can go through these links, go to the link tree over here, or in the pinned comment section over here. If we go to the Twitter, you can message me here. Otherwise, click the all links, and this is where you can try out a single session if you wanted. Take action on a single session, see if you like it or not, and then you can be like, yeah, okay, fine, I'm going to take action on the full mentorship plan, and then I'll discount that for you. If you want to just join the Discord community to get those free mentorship sessions as a group, we do that on Tuesdays and Thursdays every single week. And yeah, you can just join through this link. Courses over here, mentorship as well. Private message me for the discount on the mentorship. There's one 25% slot remaining. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Like, subscribe, comment and share, and I'll catch you in the next Quant update. Cheers.